Hey everybody, it's Andy and welcome back to another episode of Questions Answered. And so in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and answer some common questions that people ask about guitar. And go ahead and chime in the chat box if you want to ask a question live. And here we are. So one of the questions I get asked all the time is, how do I make soloing easy, right? You might listen to Dimebag Darrell or Randy Rhoads or any of those, fill in the blank, Sinister Gates, all those guys, and you're like, how do I play like that? Like, I want to play a solo, but I don't know how to get fast or do that fancy sweep picking and stuff. How can I sound amazing right now using the skills that I already have? Let's do it. So I'm going to show you soloing on one string. Let's go ahead and get a track going. Okay, here's a basic track. My student from Germany, Thomas, came up with this awesome chord progression. All right, it's B minor, then G, then D, then A. So if you know B minor, G, D, A, that's your chord progression. All right, so what do? Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the B string of the guitar. B string, string 2. Okay, now I'm going to assume you're just a beginner at guitar. So if I do some simple things, you can kind of skip over that, if you're more advanced. But if you're just starting, then here's a few tips. I take the fingers that I'm not playing, and I just rest them either on the pickup or on string 1. That gives you the feel of the strings, right? Then you take the heel of your hand and you rest it on the corner of the bridge, or preferably string 6, the big string, the thickest string, okay? That kind of makes a tunnel that the string goes through. All right, if my wrist is on string 6 and my finger's on string 1, then I can play the B string and never miss. Okay, I'm not going to be looking down going, where's the B string, to try to find it. I just am on the B string all the time, and I never move my hand. You don't have to find the B string. You're just always there, okay? Okay, we're in the key of B minor. Might as well play B to start out. Okay, and then here's your scale. 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to go through that a little bit more slow. Okay, so 0 is B. Go up a whole step. So travel 2 frets. We're on fret 2. That's a C sharp. Go up a half step. We're on fret 3. That's a D. Do you have to know all the letters? Well, I guess it helps if you want to learn music theory, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just play the guitar and have fun. Keep going. Go up a whole step. That's the 5th fret. That's E. Go up another whole step. That's F sharp, fret 7. Did you notice we're playing the dots, the dots, the dots? Connect the dots. Okay, where are we at? Go up a half step. Number 8, that's G. Okay, well, we're in between the dots this time. Next note, go up a whole step. Number 10, that's A. This dot we didn't play. Okay. Final note, go up a whole step. You're on 12. That's B again. That's the end of the cycle, or the beginning of it if you want to play it again. Darn it, we're out of frets. Okay, I only have 22 frets, so I can't play the final note, which would theoretically be fret 24. Hey, if you got 24 frets, do it. If you got 22 frets, then hit fret 22 and do a bend, and you can hit that final B, really high note. Okay, some people avoid those high notes, and if you're learning guitar, it could be a little bit intimidating, but I say go for it. If you have a 22 fret guitar, play your very highest fret, hit the note, bend. It's fun. Okay, here's the whole thing. There's a good resting point. That's your B on 12. Okay, now continue. Okay, what can you do with that? Now that you know what notes to play, I guess you could just go no, 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 no. Okay, but that solo's boring, right? It's not musical. It sounds like a robot. Okay, what can you do with it? Well, when you play on one string, the advantage is you can slide. Slide it. When you get to the 12th fret, give it a little wiggle. You don't need your thumb for that, right? I just put the edge of my hand on and seesaw. Don't use your thumb. Okay, sliding. One finger. Choose any finger, maybe try your middle finger. Now play your ring finger. Does anybody just play a whole solo with their pinky? Probably not, but let's practice. Okay, you can use any finger that you want to. Okay, let's put the track on. Let's just slide around. Okay, slide up. Note. Okay, so sliding. Okay, now what are we going to do? Let's do some patterns. Let's play patterns. Okay, we're going to play 0, 2, 3. Then we're going to play 2, 3, 5. Then we're going to play 3, 5, 7. Then we're going to play 5, 7, 8. Then we're going to play 7, 8, 10. Then we're going to play 8, 10, 12. Okay, what just happened? Okay, imagine you're walking down the street and you take 3 steps forward. Now take 1 step backwards. Now take 3 steps forward. Now take 1 step backwards. Now take 3 steps forward. Now take 1 step backward. You know what? You're still going to get there. You're just kind of doing it in a roundabout way. Okay, so that's a pattern. That's just a mathematical idea, right? That's just a system of going upstairs like you're climbing a ladder. You can use any rhythm you want. You can play a smooth rhythm. You can do like a little pause in between each one. Okay, and then of course you can also play it back. How does that sound with the music? many different patterns as you can think of. You could do the skip a note pattern, right? How about 0, 3? See, I skipped a note. 2, 5. I skipped a note. 3, 7. I skipped a note. 5, 8. I skipped 7, right? 7, 10. The note I skipped was 8. So it's the skip a note pattern. The skip a note pattern. 0, 3. 2, 5. 3, 7. 5, 8. 7, 10. 8, 12. Now we're kind of jumping around, and now everything's not in order in a linear fashion. You know, it's not like stairs or a ladder this time. It's like we're going up a staircase and taking 2 steps, then back 1. But then you take 2 forward, but then you back up 1. Then you take 2 forward. So it's a little bit jumping around, and so it's less linear. Let's see what we can come up with, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That one. Play the scale. Okay, now put a 0 in between each note. Okay, here's a trick that I learned over the years, and this will help you to play fast. Okay, let's say you play the B string as fast as you can. Take your finger, play 1 note. Ready, go. Now play the next note. Try to push your finger down for 1 note and then take it away on the next note at this pace. So that's a speed challenge for you. Just play as fast as you can and try to fret 1 note. Okay, if that's too hard, do an intermediate step. You know, make it easier. Okay, play 2 notes. Strike it twice. Throwing me off a little bit. OBS has a tiny delay, so whenever I play a note, I hear it a split second later, so it throws me off. Hey, if you know how to get rid of latency in OBS, let me know. But anyways, let's see how that sounds with the music. I'm just going to start with bends in there yet. Okay. Can't bend an open string unless you do this. Like Jake E. Lee. Okay, can you bend fret 2? You don't have to bend it very far because you're only matching the sound of fret 3. So bend fret 2 until it sounds like fret 3. So I'm going to play 2, 3, 2. Then I'm going to make that same sound with a bend. Here's a goal for you. This is a challenge. Play 2, 3, 2 with your pick. Now make the exact same sound but using a bend. Okay, now if you can't see what I'm doing, can you tell which one I did? Which one is this? Was that 2, 3, 2 or is that with a bend? Can you tell? I was bending it. Okay, now listen to this one. Which one is that? That was with my finger. Okay, if you can make your bends sound just like a fretted note, then that means that you got it. Okay, what's the next one? Well, now I have to bend 3 until it sounds like 5. Oh, too far. I need to hear it. I need to play 5. That's my note. Now I'll match it with the bend. 3 fingers is the way that you bend it far enough to make the sound. If you're trying to bend at home with just 1 finger, then you're really struggling, right? So 3 fingers. What's the next one? All right, we're going to play all those bends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we just played a solo only on 1 string, and we explored a whole bunch of ideas, and I could probably think of another dozen patterns to play. Patterns, patterns, patterns. And hopefully that little exercise with the bends helps you. And don't be afraid to use your open string because it sounds good over every chord. We're not really breaking down, play this over the B minor, play this over the G, play this over the D chord. When the A chord plays, play this. We're not really working on that right now. We're just playing the whole song all the way through. But next time we can do arpeggios and such. But right now we're just assuming that all the notes in B minor sound good all the time, and especially the open string is going to sound great all the time. So soloing on one string, find the key of the song and play it on that string. Okay, well, hopefully you found all this stuff helpful, and I will put in the description below this track so that you can jam along at home and practice. All right, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. Drop a like and a subscribe if you thought this video was helpful, and we'll see you next time.